Hello everyone, I'm Alex Ramoses and today we're going to make a trend inspection of 2024. First I want to show you a short video of how our life is going to look like in the future. Let's see.
Nosedive. Nosedive is a satire on acceptance and the image of ourselves we like to portray and project to others. It stars Bryce Dallas Howard, who's fantastic, and she's playing a character called Lacey, who lives her life trying to please everyone.
Lacey is lost. She's lost herself in this world where she thinks that her value is equivalent to her points.
2 stars? 2 stars?
Wasn't a meaningful encounter.
Everyone is a little bit heightened and false because everyone's terrified of being marked down because the consequences of that are unpleasant. So it's basically the world we live in.
And how our social rating will influence the quality of our life.
I booked this weeks ago. It's my best friend's wedding.
I'm sorry.
I have to get there. I have to.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
Oh, thank you.
I see there's one standby seat on another plane leaving tonight. That's reserved for members of our Prime Flight program. You gotta be a 4.2 or over to qualify.
Oh, I'm a 4.2.
I'm afraid you're actually a 4.18.
We can see how companies use personal data to influence buying decisions.
Great hair.
Styled free of charge at the members salon.
Oh my god. It's hilarious. Oh, you like him. He's okay.
He doesn't come with the apartment.
So we are living this already, especially in China, who's technologically developed society. We're going to see their life. People are standing out today with social reputation instead of property. So we appreciate somebody, how valuable he is by the connections he has, how popular he is, education, job title, how much he travels. Is he charismatic or does he have a sense of humor? We compare on social media, stock exchange are influenced by public opinion. We can buy a house or a car without deposit if we have high rating. This system works like a police on digital media because it punishes all the negative behavior that is not accepted from the crowd. And then you can see Alibaba already implements this system because if you're a father and if you buy diapers on their site, you get some bonuses, benefits, and discounts for the next purchase because you're a responsible parent. In China, you can let your kid to learn in a better school if you have higher score. So we see that it's not just a prediction, it's already happening. And this system is going to be fatal for individuals who don't fit in because they even can think that their value is so low that can get some suicidal thoughts. Trend inspection that you're about gonna see are taken from very relevant trend-setting library in Hong Kong. So about the value of this information that we're gonna tell you today, you can see by the price of their book, like $22,000 or $13,000 book. They sell trends that are still not released in public to the most powerful companies in the world. Most powerful companies accept them, buy it, and then they make them a mainstream. So this, what you're about gonna see today, is gonna really be the future. Why we wanted to talk about this? Because for you to bring proper decision in the current moment now, you need to know how the future is gonna look like. We cover what does the future look like, customer behavior, and new Chinese style. Attention is the new currency. And we can see some mainstream trends of the future that are occupying human behavior. Cocooning, we are so scared of all the environment that surround us by political instability, resistant bacteria like Candida that we cannot get rid of, crazy weather, so we find our inner peace only when we are at home. trend being alive or wellness trend. Running become badge of the rich people. Gym clubs become the new singles bars, and nutrition becomes a main topic of people to talk. We look for products that are sugar-free, that are additive-free, that are healthy, and the drug cannabis becomes one of the most popular products of the future, unfortunately. Also, we take care of pets more. We buy them even alternative healthy foods for pets, and more people will keep pets in future. Clanning is actually a clustering of people with the same interest. They go to that extent, we group, we find people who are similar to us, to that extent that they made an app for dating people who keep snakes at home. Or even invented a new mainstream word, plus, which means people like us. 70% of the single Chinese people want to participate into promotion with other people with similar hobbies. And 32% of Chinese customers play games only to find new friends. We can see how a name can influence on the positioning of the product. And in this case, we take a name Castle in the Sky. It's a perfume. It's a legend of Shalimar. They connected the product with the legend of Myanmar. And we can see what concept they use, how a castle is rising up from the water, and then they apply this to all the promotional materials of their products. This is a Taobao image. Let's see the video. You can see the replicate of the castle in the sky lifting up from the bottom. It's the same very interesting concept. It's about a castle made of 20,000 employees who work night and day, 22,000 years for the emperor to prove the love to his queen. And it's all made of diamond sparkles on the surface, changes colors in the day, and in midday is pink, and in midnight is golden color. This is the old version of the perfume, but for them to refresh and produce new feeling in the new customer, they embellish it with some details to make a fresh new look. About the taste of the future, we're going from virtual and hustle into slower life. And the values in the past were people were super busy, they were running for career. Now today we are more prone to self and we want to have a free time. We're not that ambitious. In future, the trend will be accepting of imperfection, or we take reality as something that looks good and imperfection becomes a new standard of what is beautiful. In the past, people live fast, they hustle, and then to relax, they become demotivated, and they start appreciating free time and having rich experiences far more than possessing material products. So they would rather experience than buy something expensive. In future, people become less material, and shared economy invades. We use all same products, same cars, same houses, even same clothes, but we differ by the social rating and how we position ourselves in a digital society. There is a massive invasion of immigrants from the big iconic cities like Shanghai, New York, Miami into the smaller villages because people are seeking for their inner peace. The taste of the world. There is a general trend of slow utopia, or slowing down your lifestyle. People are running from the fast rhythm and they find their peace into the slow utopia colors, which are comforting the exhausted eye and soul. We're going to see a lot of sci-fi floating elements over the surface, and this is some eccentric interior designer from Dubai, Karim Rashid, who made this interior. And we're going to see a lot of nature indoors. So we want to take the nature inside, or we feel like we're working outside. This is a perfect example how easy we're going to live in future. So this sofa is deliberately made with stains, so you clean it less. And we're going to semi-designed products, so we get back in time, like let's say in the Stone Age, when things were half finished. Like I am making that. Symmetrical is out, everything is unexpected and breaking the logic. You can see by the new design, even this car is not even on both sides. And products should look like they're not out of catalog and have a personal note. And we travel with design through time and space and mix different textures, different trends, different colors. And we put accent of memories because they have toughest emotional value. Example, we frame our children artwork, or we keep souvenirs from our grandparents, or we keep the stains of color and some parties from our very important moments for us. Micro homes are becoming the most spread trends maybe from all, because big cities are too concentrated, the apartments are super expensive, so people live in a smaller environment. Biophilia, it's another mainstream, which is architecture of life, means imitation the shape of the nature. And you can see everything is more oval, not that edgy, and in amorph shape. We avoid geometrical shapes. This is very interesting concept when you can see in practice biophilia. This is a public toilet in a jungle. Actually, this is public gas station in the center of the city. Let's see which are the popular colors for 2024. Tech blue, or man-made and technology color. Then you have shrimp red that awakens you and making you present in the moment and hungry for life. Deep forest, which is a new color like anti-stress therapy. Dreamy pink, help you fantasize and relieve from the stressful life. If you notice, everything is about distressing the human spirit and relieving you and making you easy life. This is a very interesting metal color. They take like a modern, fashionable chromatic silver. Special about this color is that it changes colors on the surface depending on the environment. We can see how the mainstream pop stars apply it in their videos. The surface is like a wings of a bird. Another very eccentric example is how they blend not blendable materials and concepts, like combining fur with silk material, or we make healthy fast food. The two popular words that we're gonna use in future are toxic and they. Toxic because people are seriously concerned with the safety of the products, and they because we're so obsessed how others look like, and we constantly compare our value with the value of social media celebrities. TikTok becoming the new national sport, and people getting into a black hole of time and spending 3 to 5 hours in watching a meaningless video that in no way give value to their life. Then in future, we're gonna ask ourselves, who is the man and who is the woman? Because we're entering a genderless era, and women have great careers, they earn more, they buy apartments, so the concept of masculinity is slowly fading, and models in fashion are mostly androgynous and baby face. YouTube, actually tablets become a new nanny for kids because you just give them the tablet and they keep quiet hours and they don't lose their focus, which is really scary. Let's see another trend. 360 multifunctional products in the first plan, because we live in small space, we live a fast life, and we need adaptable products that are made for sleeping, resting, and working in the same place. Enhancing wellness, let's see some examples. Like indoors in the homes, we use glass walls to be connected with the outdoors and to feel like we're outside in nature. Then we have in the cars, AC is going to be removed, and they make some alternative moss plants who cool in the air and make the air purified. And another eccentric new moment is bioactive wear, which it takes care of the health of our skin and helps for itchy skin and some skin conditions, which allergies and skin conditions are going to be very present in the future. Living tech add value to ecology because they're all made of plastic and they turn it into modern materials that are made pleasant for the skin and doesn't make us irritation. Even they promote good health. And products that are made for on the go because we're constantly moving. We very often move from one house to another. We travel a lot. We go to business trips. So everything needs to be made small and portable and disassemblable and transferable. Another micro design trends that we're gonna see are these blocks in the very striking color. You can see the shape like oval rectangle, and they're especially popular in cities that are rainy and the weather is gray. And sculpt white, usually leather that is in asymmetric shapes, and it's very popular in Asia. Fighters for animals' rights struggle to make the vegan skin new mainstream. So you're gonna see in future cactus leather or leather from plants, and the interesting part is they're really sustainable and ecological and healthy for wearing. You're gonna see more light as a material instead of color, because light, when you put it in a glass and you embed it like small prisms, it changes colors and it has a very spatial effect. You're gonna see a lot of cyber pink with its hallucinogenious shapes and a lot of touch me surfaces that provoke you to touch the product, as this great package in one color, or these pop textures like a bracelet that evokes you to hold them. Let's see about users' behavior. We have two types of customers, high-end and who are struggling in life. Let's see about the high-ends, how it's going to look like. They're modern, old boys and girls with inverse grown mentality, so they kind of behave a little bit childish. They work in blockchain and in retail, and they have active lifestyle because their kids are already studying abroad and they have more time for yoga and for going on a trip, caravan trips with their friends. Their hobby are reading and investment, and their buying habits are preferred customized products with their individual signature. They like products made for them. And you have from another side young people who are struggling in first-year cities. They work and live in less than 20 meters square. They work overtime. They take away food. Buying habits is they buy in convenience store, and their hobby is TV serials. They keep cats or they take care of their skin. We're gonna see a lot of digital influencers who are invading the space. 47% of the young people want to become celebrity, and they're seriously working on it in China. Rebellion is everywhere because people's inner spirit is released, and today people are free to say their personal opinion and to fight against the public injustice. Either we are so connected, we are in between disconnected because people are spending more time on their devices and they're not friended. So in future, the potential companies need to see in offline products how to bring people in real life and friend them. The products that are gonna take the leading place gonna be those who produce most intensive feelings. So we need in future to learn how to make more oxytocin and dopamine, and to convince customers with no effort how to make decisions with no thinking. Haptic communication. This is really interesting concept. Emotional design product who stimulate a hug or a heartbeat of a loving person. Long distance relationship in future is going to be very present. So with this bracelet, you sleep with the sound of the beat heart of your beloved one. We can see another interesting product. A mother and daughter are connected with a necklace who vibrates and changes pink color when you touch it. So this mother, when she touches the necklace, she reminds her daughter that she thinks of her. It's really emotional. Of this, or these touch-me surfaces that are simulating the letter of your dog, like hugging your puppy. Also, we're gonna see a lot of steam effects into the restaurant and hoteliers because they make surreal atmosphere, like you're not in the reality. Or these 3D but flat designed surfaces. This is actually not 3D, it's a flat, but the appearance is like something coming out of the surface. On this phone also, it's flat. And we're gonna see a lot of super zoomed images, like on a micro level until we see the cells of the product. You can see here, and with increased color, so saturation is higher. What else? Marketing becomes sales in real time. So we need to catch when the customer needs to repair their car, when they need a new product, when they buy a new product, so they want to tell everybody, when a new baby is born, or you have some kids' special victories on the field. So are you there when the customer needs you in the moment he needs you? About new Chinese trend, you're gonna see that traditional Chinese patterns are in the latest fashion shows and are mixed with Western style. You can see the fashion exhibits of Dolce & Gabbana and Gucci, etc. It's a mix from East and West. So they take the Western Scandinavian style and they place the Chinese pattern above it. In that way, they make the pattern monochromatic and it's more subtle. So it's not that intensive Chinese traditional, but in the same time, it's not Western because it's embellished. So we fit together perfectly well. This is a jacket with traditional Chinese pattern embroidery. This jacket in the States costs half or 50% of the average salary. And we can see also Scandinavian concept here mixed with traditional Chinese. So we have flat, very rough pattern, and inside we have a elegant silk that you can see only when you see the side of the pillow. It's like opening a gift. We crave to easy life. So we're gonna wear clothes that are not ironing, they're easy to wash, they dry fast. And the bed covers, if we see in Scandinavian style, they already don't iron the bedding, so it's very carefree lifestyle. Another thing that is keep repeating is and growing is biometric identification, like fingerprint, voice, face, and iris recognition. And we can see maybe the most interesting example in this PPT, how historic people are made like a coal and they sell lipsticks on Taobao with annual sales of 1 billion yuan. We are getting into lifestyle brand era. And brand is not brand in future is a massive subculture that teach majority of the population how to behave. Perfect example is Muji with species concept that teach young people how to dress. And for the end, we have a surprise for you. Future of humanity is not robotic. We use robots to help us get close to nature and live easier life. Constant sensationalism and people getting tons of information every day make them not believe in anything. So they're gonna want to popular products that they already know. The thing is that today technology changes so fast. So everything that's new, shiny, more complex replace the old products. It's not that easy to position on the market if you don't have a good strategy. If you have some comments or ideas, write us in the comments below. And if you want the PPT also, write us, we're gonna send it to you. See you next time and have a great day.